I'm not gonna lie, after my first watch, I see why y'all said The Silent Voice is the best anime movie. Man, I gotta stop watching these emotional ass movies. This is a great though, I'm not gonna lie, this is really great. I definitely see what all the hype is about. This movie was actually super relatable to me personally, and it actually left me with a great message at the end, but we'll talk about that one a little bit later. Let's dive into this beautiful tale of empathy, A Silent Voice. As always, before we get into it, as always, hit the like and subscribe button. It helps me reach new people, support the channel, helps me keep on doing these. So, how we do things around here. We're gonna start off with the story. Compared to Your Name, the story in A Silent Voice is actually pretty basic structure-wise, but that doesn't mean that it wasn't just as effective. The story of A Silent Voice is a simple but so interesting tale. It follows our main character named Ishida, who bullied and tormented this deaf girl named Nishimiya until she transferred. After she transfers, he rightfully gets outcast, and years later he tries to make amends. For this section, I usually just run through the story of the whole movie, but we're gonna change things up. We're just gonna talk about some of my favorite scenes. From the beginning to the end of this movie is filled to the brim with some super powerful ass scenes that are guaranteed to get at least a slight emotional response out of you. I mean, hell, gang, the movie starts with this nigga marking off his last days on his calendar. He's literally about to kill himself because of all the guilt he felt for tormenting her. And the guilt built up to the point where he hated himself. Honestly, this is just a great way to hook us in at the beginning of the movie. It was a really good way to hook us in. The scenes where Ishida is actually bullying her were actually super hard to watch, therefore being super effective. He was a kid that was bullying someone that he didn't consider normal, and she was just trying to fit in and make friends. He was completely irrational, and she was just trying to be normal, and she didn't ask for things to be this way. That's how the scene was created. I think this scene is actually like super beautiful because it's hard to watch. Anytime that they make it hard to watch for something like that is actually like super effective. That's what they were going for. I think the scene where his mom found out that he was trying to commit suicide was actually really powerful too. It made me really like his mother a lot, because even though she know like in the past that he's been a troublemaker, she's seen it, and she's still seeing that he was trying, and she would not allow him to act so rashly and not give up on her son, bro. I really like Ishida's mother a lot. This scene was great, a really powerful scene. This is a small one, but the scene where Nishimiya told him that she loved him was actually a really powerful scene to me too. This scene was great. She tried to tell him that she loves him, but he misinterprets it because it wasn't very clear, because she can't really talk like properly, and she gets upset and starts to hate herself because she views her being deaf as a limitation and a hindrance that's ruining her life and her relationships with others. I think this scene is like super duper effective because it's something that we could all relate to at a certain point in time. We all have or had something that we didn't like about ourselves that made us look at ourselves in a bogus way. What we failed to realize at that time was those so-called limitations actually help you weed out the people that are bad for you, and actually help you find the people that actually genuinely care about you. And it ends up being a blessing in the end. Put it this way, this is how I think about it personally. If I got X, then the niggas that's around me really gotta love me for real. And X doesn't make you less of a person because everyone has one. Sorry I got off the rails there, but this is kind of what Nishimiya is dealing with, and I'm glad that she got the people that she deserves, even with X. The scene when she was about to jump off the balcony was really powerful too, my nigga. Thank God her sister told Ishida to go get that camera, because I was about to cue up the base booster Juice WRLD if she died. I mean, straight, this is the part where I tell you I'm fine, but I'm lying. I just don't want you to worry. This scene, oh my God, bro. It's another one of those scenes that like gets me super emotional, bro. When she stood up on that balcony, I was like, hey, yo, what you doing, dog? Hey, get down from there, dog. What you want? Cause she was like, I gotta go study. I was like, wait, that's weird. And then it just kept on getting more and more intense. Thank God you should have saved her. Thank God. That was about to crush me, I'm not gonna lie. I think the scene where he meets Ueno again was cool too. We knew at this point that Ishida has changed a lot, but the people from his grade school didn't. And this is like the scene where they actually showed them that he changed. The moment where she took out her hearing aid was cool because he hit her ass with the, We don't do that here. And gave it back to Nishimiya. And before that, when it was on the back of his bike, he told her, "It's like, ah, ha ha, get your goof ass off my bike, ah, ha ha." It was just a really golden ass scene, bro. I really love this scene. And of course, the scene at the end where Ishida was able to see people in the world normally again. It's crazy because my homie Kobe told me to watch this, and he sent me this TikTok of this guy crying at this exact scene. And I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do that, bro. It ain't even that deep for real. And long and behold, I just finished this movie like 3 hours ago, and I cried at the exact same scene. I started tearing up at the exact same scene. I'm over here like, God damn it. Like, God damn it, dog. But it's just that effective. Like, this scene is just that effective because a lot of people, a lot of guys that been through depression, that go through depression like me, have been here, have had this moment, and have felt the way Ishida has felt. So I think it's just like, it's only natural, bro. Like, it's only natural that this gets some kind of emotional response out of us. At the end of it all, this is a beautiful story of empathy and redemption that anyone can enjoy. Silent Voices, in one word, story-wise, is phenomenal. It's not much more to say about it. Now, let's move on to characters and character interactions. I like how real the characters are in this movie. I think everyone is written pretty well, and I think even the characters that you're supposed to dislike are actually really good. Ishida is literally just like me. Remember how I said this movie was like super relatable to me personally? He's the main reason. Ishida is a guy who's hurt people in the past and trying to redeem himself and make amends. I'm the same way. I haven't always been the best person. I've spent time trying to mend relationships with people that I've hurt. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Charges to the game, keep it moving. During that time of healing though, I've dealt with that same X thing that Ishida dealt with. You know what I'm talking about? The little X over the people's faces, like, cause he didn't want to look at people. I didn't want to look people in the eyes. I was a bit awkward, and I didn't like myself either for what I've done in the past. But just like Ishida, if you keep moving forward, you're gonna heal, and eventually all those X's are gonna disappear, which I think is like really cool symbolism that they did right there at the end. Ishida is a good representation of a lot of modern day guys like me that deal with or dealt with depression. And it's not a surprise that I vibe with him so much because he's literally just like me. We can all relate to Nishimiya as well. We've all been picked on for something, even if it was out of your control. And if you haven't, that's cap. They were just sneak to see you. That's just what it is. Nishimiya is a great character. She's super strong and she's very understanding. She could have completely locked up and never tried to make friends again. Shit, she could have told Ishida to fuck off, and I wouldn't even be mad at her. That's the thing. The main thing is, gang, I'm glad she's alive. Like, I don't think you niggas understand. I am happy that she's alive. I have immense joy that this fictional character from this anime movie is alive, and I have no shame. It brings me immense joy. She deserved better, and I'm glad that she got better by the end of the movie. I'm super glad. I really love Nishimiya as a character. It's crazy that I don't even hate Ueno, because I really could. I really could hate her ass.
This is a post edit Devon. Disregard that last message. I just rewatched the scene where she threw her against that fence where she was hurting. I hate her ass. I hate her a lot.
I don't hate her, but it's just like, damn, nigga, read the room. She's just super inconsiderate and stubborn, and by the end of the movie, she's still not where she needs to be. But that's fine. She's a good representation of a lot of people in the world. Some people are too fixated on their own wants and needs and to even begin considering how niggas are feeling. And they made a character that's a perfect representation of that. I think Ueno is actually a really good character for what she's supposed to be. The rest of their friends in the group are cool, even though a couple of them niggas aren't as innocent as they were acting. But they let bygones be bygones, and they have a pretty healthy group as a result. And that's all that matters at the end of the day. Yuzuru is super cool. I really like how it took her a while to let Ishida talk to her and her sister. She's overprotective, but she makes judgments based off of a healthy mixture of logic and emotion, which is really cool. Seeing her open up to Ishida was actually really cool too. I enjoy every scene that she's in. And once again, thank God she told this nigga to go get that camera. Please, thank God. Bro, Yuzuru is the MVP. Cause man, she saved me from depression right there. She saved me. I think two characters that probably don't get talked about a lot is the mothers. The mothers are phenomenal characters, both of them. Ishida's mother's really like, I fell in love with her when she was about to burn that money. She's amazing. That whole scene was amazing, and she's like really understanding and really nice to Nishimiya's mother as well. Nishimiya's mother's a really good character as well. She's goated. You can't really be mad at her no matter what she does too. Because at the end of the day, her precious daughter's getting bullied. All the money from those hearing aids are coming out of her pocket. You would hate that nigga too.
Side note, I'm glad she ran fade with Ueno. I wish she beat her ass a little bit better, but I mean, she ran the fade, so I don't care.
You would react the same way. And even then, she still forgave him, which is another beautiful, powerful ass scene where they were all sitting at the table and she accepted Ishida. She accepted him. And this was even before he saved Nishimiya. It was even before that. So I think that Nishimiya's mother is actually a really good character as well. The character writing the silent voice was great, and they did a good job at creating a cast of characters with different personalities and dynamics and making them feel as real as possible. Some work, some don't work, just like people in real life. Now, let's move on to looks, presentation, and music. The anime looks really good. It isn't as flashy as Your Name, but I think it doesn't really need to be. A silent voice uses its visual storytelling in a more literal sense, while Your Name uses a lot of symbolism to tell like the story visually. I think that the actual scenery is where they flex a little bit. I don't know why they animated out of those fish, dog. The fish that they was feeding at that bridge, they animated the hell out of those. I don't know why they did that. And I really like the art style in this too. It's very different from what I'm used to, but it's like very pleasant on the eyes. It's not too saturated or anything, so I really like the art style. I mean, everything served its purpose pretty much in this movie. The characters were super expressive. The voice acting is phenomenal. I don't talk about voice acting enough in my videos, but shout out to everybody on the cast of this. Y'all all did a phenomenal ass job. The music was more of a mood setter, which is perfectly fine, and more in the background, which is perfectly fine, because it only makes me pay attention to what's on the screen more. So the music doesn't have to be super memorable. And even then, like, the music still got emotion out of me because they still hit that damn piano that I told y'all to stop hitting, goddammit. The message that this movie left me with was people change. They may have done bad things in the past, and you have every right to hold a grudge and not make amends with them. But if you decide to, you could potentially end up one of the best friends that you ever had. Also, your actions have consequences, and you have to be ready to face those consequences. It's just like the message is pretty simple from this. A Silent Voice is a movie I think that everyone can watch and everyone should watch. It's something that everyone could enjoy, and it's just beautiful. Honestly, I don't really know why it took me so long to watch this, but I'm glad I finally did. This got the emotion out of me that, you know, Your Name got out of me too. I love it, honestly. Anytime that an anime or anime movie or a show, it don't matter. Anytime that anything can make me feel like have emotional responses out of it, I enjoy it. So thank you to the writer, the manga writer of A Silent Voice, the author, the illustrator, whoever drew it, the animator, animation studios, the voice actor. Thank you to everyone who worked on this and have a play on this. Even the unsung people, the sound designers, everyone who worked on this. Thank you so much for creating this beautiful piece of anime. That's all for me, man. As always, man, have a great day. Peace.